Good evening. I'm Rhonda, Carnivore Leo, bringing you news you can use from the community. As a health conscientious woman, if the keto lifestyle hasn't gotten you quite where you want to be with regards to your health goals, you may be intrigued by the carnivore diet. It's exactly what it sounds like: an all meat, totally carb free diet. Like keto, it promotes ketosis, the state where your body burns fat instead of carbs. However, the diet can be a serious challenge, and there is not much research on it yet. What's more, we know even less about how it affects women. Still, we reviewed the available research and anecdotal reports to pull together what we know so far about the carnivore diet for women. What is the carnivore diet? The carnivore diet is an all meat diet. It's considered a type of keto diet because it is ketogenic, but it's much more restrictive. However, carnivore has been growing in popularity recently because many people have reported remarkable health improvements after switching to this way of eating. What are the pros? There are several potential benefits to carnivore for women and men, although most of what we know about these possible effects comes from anecdotal reports rather than scientific research. Some of the most commonly reported issues that people say carnivore helps them with include weight loss, acne and skin problems, digestive issues, autoimmune conditions, and thyroid health. Additionally, research has shown that a well planned carnivore diet can provide all essential nutrients. In fact, some research suggests that people can thrive on carnivore because it's part of our genetics. During periods of freeze or famine, carnivore diets and fasting likely allowed humans to survive. What can I eat? On carnivore, your options are pretty limited, but they are all delicious. The bulk of your diet will consist of beef, pork, fish, chicken, and eggs. You should eat the skin and fat to ensure you're getting plenty of healthy fats. You can also include butter, tallow, ghee, and bacon grease. It's also important to include organ meats and bone broth for nutrients and some variety. Many people on carnivore also include small amounts of full fat dairy products like heavy cream or hard cheeses such as Parmesan. While men's hormones tend to stay pretty stable throughout adulthood, women's hormones fluctuate significantly with each roughly 28-day cycle. Additionally, menopause represents another huge shift in our hormonal balance. We need to consider all of the different life stages that we as women go through, as well as the natural ebb and flow of our hormones on a monthly basis. What we eat can affect these hormone cycles and vice versa. Our hormone cycles and life stage can also affect the tolerability of certain diets. Now, let's talk about how carnivore may affect different issues and life stages for women. But first, we want to stress once more that there is very little research on these topics. Most of what we discuss is based on anecdotal reports. If you experience any concerning changes to your health status or monthly cycle after starting carnivore, it's important to reach out to your healthcare provider. The menstrual cycle. Carnivore can have a number of effects on the menstrual cycle. First, any drastic change to your diet or activity levels may affect the timing of your period. It could arrive early or late. However, if your period stops while you're on carnivore, you may not be eating enough. This isn't unique to carnivore, though. Losing your period is likely to happen when you're not eating enough, no matter what diet you're following. You may also notice that you have a very long period when you start carnivore. This is something that many other women have dealt with when transitioning to a ketogenic diet too. Although there is little research to explain why this happens, it may be related to the estrogen that is released from fat cells as they are burned. However, there are also several reports online that following a carnivore diet helped greatly with premenstrual syndrome, PMS symptoms, and bloating during menstruation. Number 2 is thyroid health. Carnivore is regularly used by both men and women for thyroid health. Again, there is lack of research on the topic, but studies have shown that similar elimination diets, such as the autoimmune protocol and keto, may be helpful for thyroid health, including for autoimmune Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Additionally, many women have reported that a carnivore diet helped to heal their thyroid issues. Number 3 is weight loss for women. Carnivore can be a great tool for women who need to lose weight. Although women tend to lose weight more slowly than men, ketogenic diets like keto and carnivore may provide many of the same benefits to women, including reduced appetite, decreased food cravings, decreased insulin levels, better blood sugar control, preserved muscle mass, and metabolic rate. Now, another stage of the woman's life is menopause. During menopause, estrogen levels drop significantly, culminating in the loss of your period once menopause is over. However, until it's over, you'll continue to experience fluctuations in your hormone levels, accompanied by some not so pleasant menopause symptoms like hot flashes, insomnia, dry skin, and mood changes. However, many women report that carnivore helps them manage their menopause symptoms. I am over 60 years old and can attest that I had intense hot flashes that vanished after adopting the carnivore lifestyle last year. And another stage in our life is when women are over 50. If you are perimenopausal, menopausal, or postmenopausal, carnivore may help you to optimize your health throughout your hormonal changes. As women age, shifting hormones, changes in appetite and exercise patterns, and the aging process itself may lead to increased body fat storage and loss of muscle and bone mass. However, ketogenic diets like carnivore may have favorable effects on body composition. Research shows that ketogenic diets help to keep insulin levels low, making it easier to burn stored body fat and prevent body fat deposition. Another issue that many women have is PCOS. That is polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS is a problem that affects many women. Its side effects include excessive hair growth, weight gain, and painful and irregular periods, and infertility. Insulin resistance is thought to be a major contributor to the development of PCOS. As with the ketogenic diet, carnivore can help to both reduce insulin levels and increase insulin sensitivity, allowing the body to become more responsive to insulin and less insulin resistant. Many women report that they found great success managing their PCOS with a carnivore diet. Overall, the carnivore diet has been shown to improve fertility in both men and women. Now, we're going to discuss some of the cons. And in pregnancy and nursing, although there's no research on carnivore for pregnant or nursing women, we can look to anecdotal reports for some clues. From what I've heard from others, staying carnivore is very difficult during pregnancy and nursing. Some women can do it, but they appear to be the exception, not the norm. Personally, I was so adverse to meat early in my pregnancy with my daughter, Melissa, that there wasn't a chance back then that I could have eaten a strict carnivore diet. Meat aversion is very common in early pregnancy. Also, many women report that it was difficult to eat enough food while on keto or carnivore to maintain an adequate milk supply. Breastfeeding women on keto who aren't eating or drinking enough are also at risk of developing a rare condition called lactation ketoacidosis, which is characterized by nausea, vomiting, trouble breathing, abdominal pain, and headaches. Instead, paleo, which is more flexible and allows for a higher carb intake, may be a better fit for pregnancy and breastfeeding. While some men may be able to find one diet that suits them for the rest of their life, that may not be the case for many women. The most optimal diet for women can vary depending on their personal needs and preferences, health issues, stage of life, and reproductive status. We women should listen to our bodies and adjust our way of eating accordingly within the proper human diet spectrum. Thank you for watching News You Can Use from the Community. Good night.